So what's up, YouTube? This is Airborne Semper Fi Comic Fan, and I'm coming at you with my top favorite books in my collection. I'm giving you a whole new look. Not really that much. I'm just standing because it's going to be a long-ass video. So you know what? I'll stand with you while you're sitting back, drinking a beer, eating some popcorn, watching this video. So this is my top favorite books in my collection. Not really in any order. So, you know, let's start with it. Now, you guys know I'm a Deadpool fan, so I had to pick up Deadpool Philosophy. Now, this is like one of my favorite books ever for the Deadpool series. Just because it's Deadpool and the things that go on. He starts killing, he wants to kill the Marvel Universe, but he starts off, he ends up killing the fictional characters and history because they are based off of like, you know, Moby Dick, Sherlock Holmes and stuff like that, and mutants started disappearing. So like, honestly, you cannot get away with doing this with another character. So this is number one, and that's why I picked up, that's my number one. Told you it's going to be a long video. Another one is Doctor Strange and Deadpool. This is number 47, and I just love this cover. This cover is done by Scotty Young, if you can believe it. You know, there's a lot of stuff that Scotty Young does that is cartoony and it's amazing, but when he does his artwork like this, it's just incredible, and it gives you a little aspect, a different aspect of Scotty Young and what he's capable of. So that's my number two. So there's another one, and it's going to be a surprise to a lot of you. This is Superman number 9. This is an incredible cover that I picked up a long time ago. It's Joker in the Superman suit. So I just love this cover, you know, and it's definitely one of my favorite comic books in my collection. Another cover that I got not too long ago, it is Storm number 11. This is Stephanie Hahn's cover. I mean, I really like her artwork, so I've been like picking up a lot of her stuff, and this is one of my favorite covers in my my comic books, my top 50. So another one of these covers, and you guys, I know you guys are with me on this. This is Gen 13, number 12. This is J. Scott Campbell cover, and I mean, anytime I can see this book going for under $5, I'm picking it up. I must have like 4 or 5 copies of this, but this is just a beautiful, beautiful J. Scott Campbell cover. Another cover that I love is just this X-Men number 4. This is an amazing cover, and every time I see this again, I pick this cover up. It's just a great cover to have in your collection. I believe I have like 3. I gave away like 2, so I have this one left. But this is a great cover for any Wolverine fan. This is a great cover to have in your collection. So this cover I got, I actually didn't purchase this, but this was a random act of kindness from my boy Seeking Nearmit Comics. Thanks a lot. And this is just a great Moon Knight David Finch cover. You can tell the covers that people gave me are in Mylar. But yeah, this is a great cover. I love this cover. I cherish this cover, and this is definitely in one of my top 50 collections ever. This other book that I received, this is Street Fighter versus G.I. Joe number 1, and a lot of these books that I have is just books I would never sell, never get rid of, always keep, just because of the cover, what's in them, how I got them, or who gave them to me. So this is another cover that Popcom gave me a while ago, and I'm just happy to have this. I'm happy to have people in the community who just love, you know, hooking people up or giving random acts of kindness And this is a cover that I would never get rid of. And he actually gave me a run. So none of those books, they're still in my collection. Never will get rid of them. This is another cover that I got when I was young in the community. I was just like a baby. But this cover right here, this person knew I was like a Deadpool Cable fan. And this is like 2 years ago. And he gave me this book. And I think this is like probably like my top three first random acts of kindness. Random just gave it to me. I was shocked. He was like, yo, it ain't a high grade, but you know, here's a book, because he knew I didn't have it, but still just amazing that he gave me this book. So this is New Mutants number 88, first appearance of Cable. Still have this, still love it, and top 50 for sure. All right. This next book was amazing. Random act of kindness, like a motherfucker. This another book was another YouTuber that hooked me up with this book. Davis, really appreciate this. A whole lots of books, but I mean, this is one of the covers that just amazed me. This is Ultimate Spider-Man number 115. Just love this cover. It's an awesome cover. So thanks a lot, Davis. I really appreciate it. This another book was killer cover, and you know, me and him joke a lot. He does it on his own channel. Says we're Moon Knight 55 brothers. But this is an awesome cover, awesome gift from Mr. Rick Mortis right here. I just love this Moon Knight cover. Just always will be in my collection, no matter what. And this other book he gave me, I really hope he finds it again. If he doesn't, I am going to find it for him. But this is an old ass Batman. There's a lot of DC in this. This is an old ass Batman. This is Batman number 209. Just awesome cover. You notice? I swear I keep on saying this. Everyone who gives me books is in my lot. My books are just in regular bags. This is an awesome book. But thanks, Red. Really appreciate it. Dang, is all my random accent in a row? So this is another book that I really like. This is a cover that is just so crucial. I mean, I don't know if this book is going for anything, but it's just an amazing cover. This guy I really hooked up with and got knowledge from about what's going on in my area, in my town, and who's the dealers to talk to, what cons is coming up, who's going to be at cons. He'll instant message me and tell me stuff that I thought I was, I already knew, but he'll tell me the background of it. And I call him the mayor for a reason, because he knows stuff and he has connections. And you'll see him popping in the chats and everything. Auctions, live shows. My boy Contender hooked me up with his book, Justice League versus Suicide, number 1. It's just amazing cover. I like how you got Wonder Woman stomping on Harley Quinn's face. I mean, it's just ridiculous. So thanks a lot, Contender. This next book, I mean, anyone who knows my channel and knows me already knows that I have to have some hip hop covers in my book. I mean, you guys already know this. Before you even click on the video, you guys should know that you're going to see something. So this right here, this is Old Man Logan, and this is done by a great artist that I finally got a chance to meet, Backstreet. This is Old Man Logan, number 1. I just really love this cover. This is just awesome. So I got him to sign that one. Another artist that I really love, and really was surprised that he knew history of Nas, and listened to the album. I was shocked. I was shocked. Thought I was gonna hit him with some, did you know this? he hit me with something back. I was like, okay, all right, cool. This is Andy Gronoff. This is Spider-Man #1. Awesome cover he did, hip hop cover. So I really love this. I'm really happy that I was able to meet him. So this other, so every time I look at this cover, I laugh because of the artist. All right, so I met this guy about 2 years ago, and this guy really did not like this cover. I mean, he was like, I didn't want to do it. I didn't like it. I wish they would put me on another project. But he said it's his most selling cover or comic that people would get him to sign. So it's funny him telling me this, knowing that I'm handing him this comic to sign it, that he's going to tell me this. But even though it's an awesome cover, this is a cover by Grant, and this is all new Wolverine #1 or Wolverine #1. This is DMX cover swipe right here, flesh of my flesh, blood on my bones, So another cover that I really like, and I really hope that I get a chance to meet this artist, to have him sign this. He just did amazing work on the X-Men Uncanny run. This is Mark Silvestri. This is number 234. I just really, really love this cover. Even it was so iconic that they did a cover swipe of all new Wolverine for the Venom cover. But this is just a great cover that he did. So I'm so happy. Hopefully I meet him. So this other cover, this is another. Actually, I should have put it back on Grant's cover for all new X-Men or all new Wolverine. But this is a cover. This is a guy who I wanted to meet for a while because I've been following some of his stuff. And I really appreciate him as an artist and someone who is, really appreciates hip hop and knows what the connection is from hip hop to Marvel, and how how hip hop artists started doing comic book aspects on their covers and their when you used to buy CDs back then. I don't know how old I am, but you used to buy CD covers, and they used to come with books. You used to read the books and the pamphlets, like 6 pages or something. And they used to have art in them. And a lot of those in the 80s and early 90s, they used to have like comic book style art in them. So this is an artist who really appreciated it, who knew where the origins were. And he actually did a couple of hip-hop covers. So when I was happy to meet him, he told me, he was like, I really loved that Marvel wanted me to do a hip-hop cover, but he wasn't aware of the new characters that Marvel made, such as, Squirrel Girl, all new, X-23. He didn't know who these people were, so he's like, who are these people you have me drawing? He's used to the classic Nightcrawler, Beast, Wolverine, Cyclops, Storm, all those classic X-Men he used to. He told me, he was like, past Uncanny, 300, I lost track. He stopped collecting. But I was happy to get this cover signed by Ed. So this is all new X-Men #1. This is hip hop cover he did. He was like pointing to the characters. He was like, I don't know who this is. Like X-23. He was like, who's that person? Who's that person? I was like, yeah, she's pretty big now. She's pretty big. So that's pretty cool. Another comic book that I have, and it's just amazing that it's just circumstantial with the community and people in it. This is done by Tom Ritter. He's a great guy in the community, posts hauls, posts pickups and stuff, and he has his own comic book. He's like in our community, guys, and he has his own YouTube page, and he posts stuff daily. So it's amazing to have a guy who's in our community who does comic books, and they're out where you can buy them. So this is from his first series. This is Killbox #1. and he had it signed by himself and the artist. And he also did Killbox Chicago, which is the second volume of this. So I mean, it's amazing about what's in our community, who's in our community. So go check them out, man. This is a great book, and a book that I would never get rid of. This is another one. This is another interesting artist that I met. This guy right here. This guy was just himself. I'll just say himself. I'm not gonna say out there crazy or whatever. He was himself. He was like that type of person. Everyone has those friends where like, you gonna like me or you gonna hate me. I don't care. And that was this guy, and it was amazing just to see him just do whatever he wanted to. So this guy, Nick Gertz, he did this hip hop cover, and he was another guy who was like, man, I did this Deadpool cover, and now everyone knows me from this. So this is an amazing cover that he did. He just like, I just wanted him to sign it, but he was like, can I do this? Can I do that? I was like, dude, do whatever you want to it. It's your world, man. But yeah, so he's cool. I mean, even like on his Instagram, he like when he goes see movies, he does artwork on the ticket stubs, and it's just amazing, So this is Nick DeGrasse. I'm so happy to get this. He just like marked all over here. I mean, he said it's Chamber of Secret Wars. The cat just cracks me up every time. Banjo, he was like, yo, can I draw my cat? I was like, go ahead, man. He was like, my cat's sick. I hope he's doing well. I mean, but he just marked all over here. So this is a book that I would never get rid of anytime I get. So this is another book. Great person in the communities, Freddie562. He knows I'm a huge hip hop fan. He already knows the deal. Talk about California, just classic hip hop and everything like that. So he hooked me up with this run of Hip Hop Family Tree, and I also got Ed to sign it a while ago. So this is another book that I would never get rid of, right here. So this is Hip Hop Family Tree number 1. So happy to have this. This is another book, and this is just one of my action figures covers that I have. I mean, just looking at it reminds me of just all the action figures I used to play with as a kid. The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, where you hit that button and it flips from their normal self to the mask. The G.I. Joe with the Kung Fu grip. I mean, just everything. Just reminded me of how the setup was when you get some of the action figures. So this is all new Wolverines number 1, the action figure variant. So another stuff I'm collecting. You guys know I'm a huge fan of the anniversary covers, or AKA frame covers, or whatever you want to call them. So I've been trying to collect them, trying to get them all, like Pokemon. But this is one of the old ones that I'm really like. And, the reason why I like these, I don't think I ever explained it to you guys, but a lot of this I like because of the homage. I love when people show homage to things that came before them, whether that be music, movies. When they do it well, I really think that's amazing, because everything's built on something, whether it be, just style, creativity, everyone gets something from someone. So when they do this, when they started doing this, and they started actually showing the characters that went through this and the trials and tribulations, and, when they did the X-Men and they wanted to build it off of, just the way the world was. I'm not going to get too deep into that, but it was just amazing that they wanted to keep this coming with homage to thank everyone for just supporting what they do. So that's I didn't even show you the book, man. I just got into something I should have done. This is Uncanny X-Men number 211. Great Wolverine. And even though yeah, I love that they keep on doing this. So they keep on doing this, and that's why one of the reasons why I'm still collecting this. This is Amazing Spider-Man, number 503. This is a great cover by Mehi, and I haven't had him sign it. So I mean, even though they still are doing this, I really like that. And especially with the hip hop covers, just paying homage to great artists and everything like that. That's why I really like homage covers, so you guys get a better understanding of it. Another great cover. Anytime I see it under $5, I'm picking it up. This is New Avengers number 36. Just a great Wolverine Venom cover. I mean, come on, man. What more can you say about this? And like I said before, I'm really into Stephanie Hans now. I really think that she's a great artist. If I can get her a commission, whew, man, I'll be in heaven. But this is one she did a while ago. This is Ghost Rider number 1. Just a great cover to have. Right here. So another YouTuber and I were talking about this, and he was like, man, you really love this cover. And I really do. And I'm not a big fan of this character just because of my superheroes I really like with weapons and stuff like that. But this guy really doesn't have that much weapons. But I really like this. I really like this character. This character just this cover just shows what a person would do when he's pushed to the edge. And this cover is amazing to me. Anytime I see this cover under $5, I think I have like 4 of these. I will pick it up. This is Daredevil number 184. Oh, this is a great cover, guys. This is a great cover, and you guys know that you barely see Daredevil in my thing. But anytime I see this under $5, I'm picking this up in a heartbeat. So the next book is a book that I picked because I really love the story. Like, I really love the story. It really got me more into any books when I heard people just talking about it, just a great story. And I'm happy that I picked it up from number 1. This is Black Hammer. Really great read. I just really appreciate just the story, and I started picking up the spinoffs. They have 2 spinoffs to it, so I really enjoy that as well as Black Hammer. Another story that I really love, and I really hope they make into a movie or a film because it will be awesome, is Killed or Be Killed. Just a great story. So this is just one of my books that will always stay in my collection. Another story that I really love, and it's in a lot of my top 10, top 50, top, just a lot of my videos, because I really enjoy the story. It's just a crazy story. This is Deadpool number 37. What if? Basically, it's not a what if story, but it's basically Deadpool thinks he picks up Thor's hammer, and the crazy stuff that he goes to. He starts saving people, and goes to a baseball field, bats, baseball game, and hits a home run with a hammer. It's just some crazy Deadpool stuff that is just hilarious to me. So it's like one of my books that I read like once a month. Wow. So this next book, and I mean, you guys can go back to my later 2 years ago videos where I thought that I would never get a chance to do this. Like, never in 1,000 years. I was like, no one's going to be there. No one's going to do this. Who's going to be here? Who's going to be there? How am I going to meet them and stuff like that? So this was at last year's Stan Lee's Comic Con, or Stan Lee's Kamikaze, LA Con, whatever you want to call it. Method Man was there, and I went there with my little sister, And she was with me. She was about to take off. I wanted to show her a con because she was all into that stuff. So we go to meet the Black Eyed Peas, and we're in line. And she's like, "Yo, Redman's there." And I'm like, "Get out of here." I'm like, Redman's not there. So I look over. Sure enough, it's Redman. And from last year's con, I keep my hip hop covers in my trunk when I go to cons. Don't steal my hip hop covers. But anyways, so I had all the hip hop covers, and Redman did 2 covers, 4 hip hop covers. So this one was just crazy. So I ran, grabbed his hip hop covers, ran back, and like she was just at the line, and I just got in with her, and I was like, "Yo, Redman, I tossed this cover up," and he was like, "Oh snap, you have it." He was like, "Oh man, this is like a great album that I did." Blah, blah. We were chopping it up for like a minute because the line it was pushing, but he signed it. So I never thought I would have an artist actually sign their hip hop cover. So this is Carnage #1, and this is a hip hop cover swipe from Redman's cover, and he signed it right here. So that was amazing thing. This will always be in my collection, man. I just love this. So this next comic book, and it doesn't go for much. I wish I had the #1, but it's in storage with my Deadpool box, which is I have like the whole run of this. So when I started collecting Deadpool and getting like more for focus on the runs and stuff, I wanted to collect this whole series, and I ended up actually collecting the whole series of this. This is Deadpool #6, and this talks about him actually killing the presidents of the United States. The dead presidents. Don't flag me, FBI. But yeah, so she starts killing like George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, and stuff. The only guy, because they're affected with this disease, and they want to take over the world. And the only president who's not affected is Benjamin Franklin. And everyone's like, "Hey, why aren't you affected?" And he was like, "Yo, I was never a president." He's like, "You're on the $100 bill, but I was never a president." But yeah, so I love that run. I think it goes to like 1 through like 12 or something like that. But that's a great run, and it goes into Deadpool philosophy. It goes into other stuff that I show later. So this next one, this is Deadpool Mercs with the Mouth. This was another random act of kindness from a great guy. But I love all these covers. Either it'll be this one right here is from a cover site from Jaws. This was a cover site from Jaws. So it'll be like either a famous movie poster, an album, or a great book or a novel or something like that. All of these are cover swipe. All these are done by Arthur Sedun. Great artist, and I really love that run. So next, I talked about this artist before. So this guy, I really love his cartoon stuff, even though I talked about his real stuff is legit. This is Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man #111. This is just a great cover by Scotty Young that he did with Spider-Man wearing all Deadpool shit. So this is a great cover. I really love just his style is just amazing. He can just, no matter what the bad situation is with his artwork, it's just, he can just make fun of it. It'll just be like, just a funny, just like, wow. All right. So this next one is Deadpool #1. This is Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe. Now they did Punisher Kills the Marvel Universe, and he just did it. Punisher was away. But Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe is just so hilarious. I just love reading that story. It's just a crazy story. I think quick, because I know this video is going long, but whatever. he does this thing where he kills Beast. He wears the skin, and then Wolverine comes, and he's like, "Oh, I smell Beast. You know, I smell friendlies." And it's Deadpool wearing Beast skin. Like, he kills Ant-Man, steals his shrinking technology, puts bombs in the coffee, and just blows up people from the inside with unbreakable skin. He throws a pin particle disc at Thor and makes it huge and smashes Thor. It's just crazy stuff that only Deadpool would get away with. But I didn't even show you the book. So this is a great J. Scott Campbell. I think this is definitely the second print because I can't afford the first print. But yeah, this is just, I love this series. It's just hilarious and funny. So this next one, this is a book that I picked up when I was first doing yard sales. And man, even though I got this book, this guy before me, he picked up some crazy stuff. I mean, he picked up some stuff that I don't know, this guy just wanted to get rid of it. I don't know if this guy knew what it was, but he just was done with it. And I wish I got there 10 minutes early. 10 minutes early, son. 10 minutes early. This guy picked up some stuff that had Jack Kirby's signature in it in the book, and it was legit. We were there for 20 minutes making sure it was legit. I don't know why I was helping this guy, man, but I was salty. But so this is one of the books that I picked up, and this was for $1. So this is Astonishing Ant-Man number 47. This is the first appearance of Scott Lang in the Ant-Man suit. So this is awesome. One of my books that I had for a while, and I'm just happy to have it. 10 minutes. But anyways, so this book right here, this is an awesome book. This is an awesome book that I really like. It's just first time ever meeting Dan Mendoza and Bill McKay. It was at, let me see, because they put the date. So it was at Long Beach Con, no, it was at LA Con 2016, and they were just there, and I was talking to him. I picked up a book, and I was telling him, how much I like his art and everything like that, and just his, and even Bill McKay. We were just literally talking for 30 minutes, and it's just amazing about how cool he was, because through that year I met some stuck-up artists, and but to see that he was just so chill and so relaxed, it was just amazing. So this is Zombie Tramp number 28, and this is the, what is it, Kamikaze. Now it's not whatever LACon, but this is Kamikaze exclusive. Just a great cover swipe of Vira. I love how they do the octopus and everything like that to just support. It's just amazing cover, amazing cover and everything. And I think yeah. So I also picked up a print from that book from him too. I know you guys. I really hope this is not the which I'm gonna put this down. I hope that's not the picture on the video, because they're gonna be a black guy holding a KKK mask. Man, can you imagine that? Anyways, yeah. So that's an awesome print I picked up from Bill McKay, because he actually did the interior in that book. So this is another book that I got for Free Comic Book Day. Great artist. I really love this. This is just amazing. I was really iffy. This is the first time I ever did the, you tell artists what you want and you go pick it up, because I really didn't know how that was going to turn out. But my boy Contender was like, yeah, check this artist out. He's good. I'm really happy that Contender let me know about this guy. So this is a sketch he did. I was like, I want Lady Deadpool, and he just killed it. And just not only the art of this, but I really love how he did the suck it Jim suck it MJ. I really like that. All right, we're almost done, guys. All right. So the next book, this is a book that I really like. Really, I'm really happy to own. And like I told you guys, I love homage covers. I honestly think that this is the most cover swipe book ever. I really think that, and I might have to look this up, but I really think this is the most cover swipe book ever. So this is Amazing Spider-Man 300. Just a great cover. Really, really happy to finally own this. I picked it up a while ago, but I mean, just never thought I would own this book. So really happy to have this. So this next book, this was a gift from a YouTuber, and I'm really happy he hooked me up with this. He knew I was a huge hip hop fan, so especially of this artist, and I'm really happy to have this in my collection. This is Almighty Avengers #3. This is a variant. This is a cover swipe of Marshall Mathers LP. Just, man, if you haven't listened to that album, dude, the album is crazy. Just thinking about the songs on that album. Wow, man, still one of my top 10 albums ever. Just how raw he went. Anyways, I don't know if this is cheating, but this is my top 50. So I'm definitely gonna have to put for this is 2. So this is 1, and this is 2, because I'm gonna continually getting artists signed for this. Even if I have to sell all my books that are not in my top 50, I will keep these, and I will continue just get artists signing these that worked on this, and just talk to them about how did they like doing the cover. Even if they didn't like doing the cover, that's cool to me. But if they listen to the artist, were they aware of the artist? I mean, like Bill, like this guy knew the songs. He was like, you know what, some of the albums I did not know, and he actually went and listened to the artist and the songs. And for Ed, like he didn't know who these people were, but he still did the work. And I'm happy I have him signing in that one. It's just cool getting people's perspective on some of these arts. Either whether they like it or not. I just want to know. I won't be mad at them. I won't be like, oh man, you don't like Tupac, forget you. I wouldn't be mad at that. But it's just amazing of getting people's opinions on it. And for the second one, man, they really did a good job with this. I really like how they have everyone's autograph on this. Like, I really like that. That's cool. All right, guys, we got 8 more. So I hope you guys are still with me. All right, so for my first slab, the rest are slabs, so you don't have to worry about it. So this one right here, this one I got from a vendor that Contender told me about. And this guy has been awesome every time I meet him. He hooks me up with a deal. Even though the sticker says something, he says something different, which is lower, so it's awesome. So every time he goes to cons, I go see him. He has deals before cons. I try to go see him, but I go to him a lot. He knows I'm a fan of hip hop covers. He knows that I'm looking for hip hop cover, or not hip hop covers, frame covers. He knows that I'm looking for frame covers. So he goes out looking for stuff, and he'll text me, do I have this? Do I have that? That's awesome. That's awesome for a vendor, from a guy who lives close to you, who goes to cons, New York, just all out there. So I really appreciate this. I picked up this from a while ago. He gave me a killer deal. I mean, what I paid for this is just ridiculous. But I'm happy to have this. This is New Mutants 98, first appearance of Deadpool. Got it signed by Rob Liefeld, 9.8. So, thank you a lot, man. Thank you. Awesome, awesome, Dylan. So this comic book, this is the first time I ever met Stan Lee, and this is a book that I thought that I should have him sign. Got it for this is just crazy grade. When I say crazy, it's bad, but I'm happy that I met Stan Lee. So this is Fantastic Four number 12. First time meeting Stan Lee, was amazing. So this next book, we were talking about random acts of kindness early on. So this next book is, I'm not sure if it's one of the first random, it's up there. First or second random acts of kindness I got. This person is very important to me in the community. I hope he's doing well. He's the reason why I started making videos, because at first I was like, you know, I don't want to make a video. I don't have a cool background, you know. I don't have, you know, all this stuff, all this knowledge about comic books. You know, I was just commenting on people in the community. So I honestly didn't want to make videos. I was just picking up stuff, you know. But this guy inspired me to make videos because he was just telling, you know, this community about, you know, this is, you know, what I'm doing. This is how I live. And really just inspired me to make videos, you know, and I just really appreciate this guy, for just doing that. And this is one of the books that he sent me a while ago, and I would cherish forever. I wish I would have saved it for the end, but this is for simply, this is for Vince, man. This is for Vince. I really love this book that he sent me, and I would cherish it forever. This is Deadpool number 34. This is the dancing variant. I don't know if you can see it that much in the slab, but I did have Rob Liefeld sign it, and as you can see, oh, you really can't see it because it's blurry. But on the back, I had Scott do sketch for it and sign on the back. So thanks a lot, Vince. I really appreciate this. I would cherish this. I'm gonna try to get buried with this sucker. So the next book. This is by far. Dang, I know you guys are getting tired of this. By far the best artist that I've ever met. The friendliest artist, and I'm talking about like not. If it's like top 5. You know, I'm not saying they're all douchebags, but they're all like mean or anything. They're all nice. They're all cool to chill out, down to earth people. But this guy was just like too nice. This guy was super nice. I've never heard anyone say anything bad about him. I've never seen an artist do this before. And this is like not a new artist. This is a legendary artist. So this artist was George Perez. And he did a sketch of Thanos holding the Infinity Gauntlet. His famous sketch, I'm pretty sure he does 1,000 of these, but this is awesome. I'm talking about, all right, so this guy was so nice. When people were in line waiting for him, he was handing out tickets. First of all, he wasn't charging for any signatures. For this, it was like $40, and it was going to a charity. But he would hand out tickets for people in line. It was a long line. He was like, you know what? Here's a ticket. You can enjoy the con. Come back. If you have the lowest ticket, you go to the front of the line. So that means if I had like ticket number 10 and I went, you know, I'm going to go enjoy the con, get my cigs, come back an hour later, and everyone else has like 50 and above, I would just go straight in front of the line to get a commission, a signature, or whatever. I mean, there was a guy ahead of me had a stack of books like this, and he didn't charge him nothing. This guy was like super friendly. So, George Perez, man, I hope you're feeling better. Man, love this sketch. So this next book is, so how I got this book. So, third time beating Dan Mendoza. This is awesome. You know, a great YouTuber mentioned before, Rig couldn't come to the con, so Rig gave me some books to get Dan Mendoza to sign. It was I'm sorry, Rig, I can't remember, but I remember it was I can't remember. I'm sorry. I can't remember the number, but it was Dan Mendoza's first artwork in a comic book. And as soon as I pulled it out, Dan got so excited. He was like, oh my God, that's my first artwork in the book. He was a great Larson fan. He was a huge Larson fan. So he was like, it was like Savage Dragon. I don't remember the number, but he was like a huge Larson fan. And he was like, oh my God. He was like so hyped and everything like that. And he was just like signing it. He was like telling me all about it, telling me about the ideas. And he handed me 3 of these books. 3 of these books. Now, no, normally like con exclusive, $20, $40, maybe his exclusive, like $100. Man, these books, I think I don't remember if these books were $100 or $150. Like with a sticker. Rig would know because he still has a sticker, but on his table he had these books. And I was like, he handed me 3 of them. And I'm like, what the? He was like so happy that I appreciate his art. Like I really felt bad that Rig wasn't there to just experience that with me. Because this was not me doing, this was Rig's doing. But it was just so amazing. So I had him to sign one of the books, and I got him CGC'd. So this is Dollface, the summer exclusive, first appearance of Dollface, number 198. Man, almost done. I think I got like 3 more. All right, 3 more. So this next book right here, this book was a book that was, it was one of my first, I think it was my first commission that I had from this artist. This artist was awesome. I really enjoyed meeting him, talking to him, just shooting the shit. Like literally, I could have just pulled up a chair and talked to this guy. This guy was so cool. I'm really happy that his artwork has grown and a lot of more people are appreciating of his artwork and, you know, just buying his books. He did this with a big pen. I was like, damn, dude, that's sick. You know, I was amazed that he did this with a big pen. And I was like, you bought that pen for like 98 cents. But this is Superior Iron Man number 1. This is Mike Cho's sketch. This guy just did amazing art. Had it personalized to me right there. You know, really happy he did this. I wish him the best of luck. I hope his ACL heals up, man. He's been working hard. So this next book, this is another book. There's another artist. It's an artist that a YouTuber turned me on to. Shout out to Contender. And just before he was blowing up. And he's big right now, so really happy that I had a commission done by him. I believe it was at WonderCon, but he was there, and me and Contender rushed to get a commission from him. Even though I was like the 3rd person in line, Contender was like, yeah, I got mine in order. It's like I didn't even see him in line, but you know what? Mayor does what the mayor does. But he did this cover for me, and I really just love it. It's crazy artwork, and just the coloring was just amazing. Deadpool number 1, blank variant, but he did this amazing artwork. I love the unicorn, man. Anyone that's seen the movie knows what the unicorn's about, and he's just stabbing it, man, stabbing it. So love this Kirkham artwork commission that he did. Make sure you check out Tyler Kirkham's artwork. So the last one, guys, if you guys made it here, I just want to know if you guys made it to the last video. In the comments, tell me you made it. That's all I know. I want to know who made it through this long video. Hey, he said it was going to be a long video, and I got stories about all these books. So this last one, This one was just amazing. This is a markup. Was a markup by this guy. And honestly, when I got this, he wasn't getting that much love. And I'm so happy he's getting the hype that he deserves because he's a great artist. And I really love his artwork. I mean, I met him a bunch of times. I met him with Rig a couple of times. And this guy is just a great guy. He's just a great guy. Happy that people like him, you know. So this guy I met, and he did a markup. And when I came back, I was like, yo, where's the markup? And I looked closely, and I was like, oh, shit, that looks like the cover. So this guy, Mike made this awesome markup on this Deadpool number 22, 28, the vampire variant. And, yeah, let me get that one out of the glare for you guys. So, guys, hey. Guys, that's my books. That's my top favorite books in my collection. Books that I would never get rid of. We can do this video 10 years from now. I'll still have these babies with me. So I hope you guys enjoy. I'm sorry it was long, but just best out to the community. I really enjoy watching everyone's videos. And I hope you guys have a good one. Peace out. This is Urban Sapper. You guys take care.